As school is starting, and while the weather isn't necessarily at the end of summer, feels like it's at the end of summer now that we're in August. A lot of people are always asking me, like, what's the summer brought for the real estate industry? And I totally get it, because if you're looking to sell your home, you want to understand, all right, if you're going to sell in the next 6 months, you want to understand what's the market doing right now. And I would say there are 3 things of note in the Nashville, Davidson County, Williamson County market right now. Number 1, inventory remains critically low. That's caused by 2 things. Number 1, basically right now with interest rates where they are, if you don't have to move, if you've got a 3% interest rate and you don't have a real reason to move, there aren't people just putting their house on the market and thinking, if I sold my house, I'd move somewhere. A lot of people are staying put, which means they are not putting their house on the market, which means there's less houses on the market. And supply and demand, our little mini economic lesson, if there is low supply and demand seems consistent, prices will continue to rise. So that's why we are seeing a steady, even though demand has fallen a little bit, supply has fallen so much more dramatically that prices are consistent or still going up just a little bit. The second reason that supply is critically low is we continue to not have enough homes being built. Joshua and I heard an economist talk this week about specifically the Davidson County and Williamson County, Middle Tennessee area. And he was telling us that it's projected that every year we will still have a deficit of about 1,500 homes, which is about 10% of what we need. So in Nashville, we need about 16,500 new homes built every year. And we're probably only on pace for about 15,000 a year, which means every year we're in a deficit, which means less inventory that the buyers need based on the demand that we're expecting in the area. So critically low supply means prices are holding or increasing in most areas. Number 2, buyers are motivated right now. They are not motivated to give you everything that you want, Mr. Seller, but they are motivated to buy a house. You're going to have a lot less looky-loos, is what we call them, showings that aren't really actual buyers who are interested in buying homes. So while there is a little bit of a decline in buyer interest, which, by the way, that same economist says in the next 6 weeks is going away, that it will tick back up. The buyers are motivated right now to buy houses. So if they're looking at houses, they are more likely to buy, which means for you as the seller, you will have less showings and you will go under contract with less inconvenience. So that's number 2. And then number 3 is that pricing and condition are crucial. So you've heard me talk about this in other videos, but how you price the home and the condition that you put it on the market will directly impact your bottom line. This is similar in a market like this where there's low inventory and lower demand means as a listing, you are in a competition. You're in a competition with everything else that's on the market, and you need to be prettier and better than everything on the market. No more should you be putting homes on the market with whatever price, because the longer they sit there, the more concerned the buyers get about the home and the less likely they'll pay for it. Because they're motivated, but like I told you earlier, they're not motivated to just give you whatever you want for the house. They want to know that they're making a good move. And so pricing at the market, we tell people this all the time, you cannot underprice when you have a good marketing plan. And so we have a good marketing plan. So for us, buyers will pay over asking, but they will not pay under until the house has sat there for a while and gotten stagnant and kind of becomes less desirable in the market. And you do not want your house to be less desirable right now in this market that we have. So overall, it really is great news. Pricing, we don't see it going down in Nashville in particular. There are some markets. Austin is seeing a decrease in pricing, a dramatic decrease in pricing because they had such a boom during the 2020 boom. We saw a great increase, not as dramatic as Austin, and because of that, we're not having to have a market correction. Our inventory is staying low. Buyers are still motivated to buy houses, and you'll do it in less showings, but you do need to make sure your house looks good. You do need to make sure that your house is priced accordingly and is marketed with a good plan. So I would say forecast is bright. There's some clouds, but they're just going to keep you from being sunburned. So don't be afraid of the market. It is an amazing time to sell your house. And again, inventory is low. That economist who predicted the 2008 collapse says in the next 6 weeks, there will get to be more inventory on the market. So if you are considering selling your house and you want to be the only one on the market, this next 6 weeks is going to be crucial for you. So let us know how we can help.